Hey there, Virgo. It's Jen here. Thanks for joining me. This is your reading for November. Wow. You really want all of those? Okay. All right. That's fine. So, November, we are in Scorpio. Look at that. As we move into November. And on the 4th of November, there's a new moon in Scorpio. And then on the 19th of November, there is a full moon in Taurus, and that's a partial lunar eclipse. So, really getting unstuck. We have these two stuck signs, these two fixed signs, Scorpio and Taurus, having their moons and that partial lunar eclipse. It's really, and you can see already, you guys are moving forward with that Chariot card. You are, um, setting course. It's like plugging coordinates into your GPS and heading off. This is an action-oriented card, not reaction, but again, you're in the driver's seat. You're making the plan and you're moving forward with it. And then I don't know when it is, around the 22nd of November, we move into the sign of Sagittarius. So the Chariot card can represent Cancer, and I have no idea why. So that could be someone with a lot of Cancer or a prominent placement of Cancer in their chart, or at that time, which is end of June into July. Five of Cups. Five of Cups is, I think, when you're moving on from something. Sometimes that means you need to leave something behind, even if it's maybe you have to move for your job, and then you're leaving behind friends or where you live, your community, things like that. So it's letting go of having to emotionally sort of get right with releasing something, letting go of something in order to make this move forward. Maybe this is more fear-based and you're afraid if you make a move, um, and say you're in a relationship, that could jeopardize the relationship. Maybe you're afraid of burning bridges. Six of Cups. Yeah, so you could be leaving a childhood home or moving towards a childhood home or something from your childhood. Maybe you moving away from your kids. This could be a divorce, I guess. And that's weighing heavily on your mind. But the Six of Cups, I really think, is more moving towards that peace and joy and simplicity of childhood, where playing with flowers outside. This is the second time this has come up, like playing with dandelions or things like that, daisies, and making crowns or whatever with flowers to put on your head, and things like that. Just those simple things that kids do. That wanting that sort of simplicity. So maybe some of you are thinking of moving to the country or somewhere where it's, yeah, you have some space. This could be someone from your past coming back. Eight of Cups. Yep. So with the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups, these are the two cups, the two cards that I, very strictly, the Five of Cups would mean someone leaves you or breaks up with you, and the Eight of Cups means you've realized that you have nothing left to give this situation or this person, and you need to move on. So it's more you walking away. There is the full moon, and the new moon, and it looks like a lunar or solar eclipse, maybe. But there is something where you've given enough and you just don't have any more to give, and you need to move on from it. And you are in with a vengeance, I want to say. Knight of Pentacles. This may have been a long time in coming. This is a plan maybe you've had in place for a long time. maybe you always had this plan and you've been upfront about it and what you want, and someone else maybe just never thought you'd really see it through or never took it seriously, and that situation sort of coming to a head. But to me, this is also a job offer. This is someone coming in that may prompt this movement forward, this action, this new plan, this new way of living. It doesn't have to be moving, um, but it's definitely a new direction in life, a new path. What's this? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a strong energy about the family of origin, extended family, family legacy, inheritance, um, solid, strong foundation. This Knight of Pentacles is a solid person. They are not. If they're coming in with an offer, it's a solid offer. They're not just saying something. There's substance behind what they're doing. Maybe it will allow you to really save for retirement, or maybe someone in you're thinking about retiring and where you want to retire. Maybe you're thinking, well, why not? Maybe it's not going to happen with the Knight of Pentacles today, but you're making a longer term plan. Maybe you want to, retire somewhere else than you live now. Definitely releasing something emotional with this partial lunar eclipse, I would say. Do we want that? Okay, let me get. What else do we have? Oh, here's the Knight of Pentacles again. So this is probably something you've been planning or talking about or wanting to do for a long time, or that you've been methodically working towards or thinking about and planning. And it's coming to the forefront. It's kind of like, it could be graduating, saving enough money, and now it's time to put that money to use for the reason you saved it, saving up to buy a house. What else do we have? Judgment. So this is walking through that portal, making this decision to move forward, to move on. It's almost like there's no going back. Once you realize this and are motivated to do it, and the opportunity presents itself, and you have that wake-up call, that realization, there's no turning back for you. There's no going back. Once you have this in mind, no one's changing your mind. Page of Cups. Be a mature water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's almost like, for some of you that are leaving a relationship, although I see it could be very much like where you live or a job. This person, I'm almost getting like a Scorpio energy from this. The Scorpio is like way down in the emotions. And this isn't really how you read the Knight of Cups, but this is what I'm getting. And it's like the kind of energy where I was just going to tell you how I felt, but you're already like, fuck that, I'm out of here. I've been waiting forever. So I feel like someone's too little, too late, but that's okay because you're moving happily in a different direction. I think that's the Queen of Swords. Well, so definitely if this is a relationship, that is a clean break. That's a break. That's someone who's moving on and not looking back. They've released the codependent emotional attachment and just see things really clearly. Three of Wands. I love this because this is getting a higher perspective. It's really looking at where you've been, where you are now, where you're going, and what you want. And it's that energy that's culminating here that has you jumping into the driver's seat, taking charge, taking the reins, so to speak. And it's like you're unencumbered now and you can move forward and create the life you want. Or that's your mindset now. Maybe before it was like, well, we have to go where there's the job. We have to go where there's this. We have to do this. We have to be where the kids are in school. And now, for some reason, there's a clean slate, or all these options are now on the table, whether something happened or it's just you're thinking in your mind. You're like, what are we waiting for? What am I waiting for? What am I doing? Um, Time is now. There's nothing to wait for. It's time to move forward with something. So really this lunar eclipse is going to be pretty strong for you guys. I'm not sure what else is going on with Virgo,